Welcome to Barbara's Bulletin, the podcast where we bring you the latest news and updates from around the world. We're starting off with a significant development in international news. U.S. President Donald Trump has announced that a military strike has killed the leader of the Venezuelan prison gang, Tren de Aragua. According to President Trump, Hector Rustenford Guerrero Flores, also known as Nino Guerrero, was targeted in a swift and lethal kinetic strike coordinated with Venezuelan authorities. Tren de Aragua is a notorious gang that originated in a Venezuelan prison over a decade ago and has since expanded its operations to other Latin American countries. The group has been involved in various criminal activities, including human trafficking, extortion, kidnapping, and money laundering. The Trump administration has designated Tren de Aragua as a foreign terrorist organization and has imposed sanctions on its leaders. President Trump has also claimed that the gang has coordinated its U.S. activities with the Venezuelan government of President Nicolás Maduro. It's worth noting that the situation in Venezuela is complex and there are different perspectives on the role of Tren de Aragua and its relationship with the government. While some countries have accused the group of being behind a spree of violence in the region, others argue that the gang's activities are more focused on controlling routes taken by migrants and engaging in organized retail theft. We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. For now, it's clear that the killing of Nino Guerrero is a significant development in the ongoing efforts to combat organized crime in the region. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're diving into the latest developments in the Middle East, where tensions between Israel and Lebanon continue to escalate. According to reports from the Straits Times, Lebanon has reported Israeli strikes in its southern region, following an evacuation warning issued by the Israeli army. The warning advised residents in over 20 locations, including the city of Nabatea, to evacuate their homes immediately and move to a safer area. The Israeli military has been conducting airstrikes and ground invasions in the region, resulting in significant casualties and damage. Lebanon's leaders have accused Israel of violating its sovereignty, while Israel maintains that it is acting in self-defense against threats from Hezbollah, a militant group based in Lebanon. Hezbollah has been launching drone attacks on Israeli military vehicles, and Israel has intercepted a suspicious aerial target that crossed from Lebanon into Israeli territory. The situation remains volatile, with both sides refusing to back down. The international community is urging restraint and calling for a peaceful resolution to the conflict. It's essential to note that this conflict has far-reaching implications, not only for the region but also for global stability. As the situation continues to unfold, we'll be keeping a close eye on developments and providing you with updates and analysis. The complexities of this conflict cannot be overstated, with multiple parties involved and various interests at play. As we strive to provide a balanced perspective, it's crucial to acknowledge the concerns and grievances of all sides. We must also recognize the human cost of this conflict, with thousands of people affected by the violence. As we move forward, it's essential to support diplomatic efforts aimed at finding a peaceful solution. The international community must work together to address the root causes of this conflict and promote a lasting resolution. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, I want to bring to your attention a concerning story that highlights the rising tensions and racial violence in Northern Ireland. A recent incident in which a man was stabbed has sparked widespread protests and riots, with many taking to the streets to express their outrage. According to reports, the stabbing incident occurred when a man was attacked by another individual, and the victim's family has since released a statement pleading for calm. However, despite this plea, rioters have taken to the streets, setting fires and clashing with police. The situation has been exacerbated by social media, with many using online platforms to spread hate speech and mobilize others to join the protests. Experts warn that the conditions that facilitate such widespread violence are complex and multifaceted. Housing conditions, feelings of frustration and disconnection, and mistrust of public services all contribute to an environment in which violence can thrive. Furthermore, the increasing role of social media in organizing and coordinating violent protests is a worrying trend. It's worth noting that racial violence has surpassed sectarian attacks in Northern Ireland, with a 31% increase in reported incidents over the past year. This disturbing trend highlights the need for community leaders and authorities to work together to address the underlying issues driving this violence. As one resident affected by the riots noted, "No child should be exposed to this. It's a sobering reminder of the human cost of such conflicts and the importance of finding peaceful solutions." That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay engaged.